And we are live.
Hello.
Hello, everybody. Good evening here from Atlanta, Georgia. Good
Yes.
morning, good afternoon, good evening to you all, wherever you're watching us from. This is day 7 of our Go Live Challenge. I'm excited. If you're excited, please put it in the comment section and tell us where you're viewing us from. In the studio today, I have an amazing guest speaker in the person of Mrs. Abiba Adams. Mrs. Abiba Adams is a retired nurse practitioner, but I'll let her introduce herself because she is a grandma. She's a grandma. She's digging into the digital business. She's a mother. She's a friend. She's a wife. So over to you, Miss Abiba. Please introduce yourself to our audience today.
Yes. Hello, everybody. Just a point of correction, not a retired nurse practitioner,
I
but
am sorry
a
about that, Mama.
retired
I am sorry
nurse.
about that.
Yes. And I could say that I'll take that to be intentional because that will give me an opportunity to address certain things. My name is Habiba Adams. I also live in Atlanta, Georgia. I'm a mother of 4. I'm a grandmother of 4 healthy boys, and I'm a successful online business owner. I enjoy being an online business owner. Yes, you're welcome.
Thank you very much. Thank you very much, Mrs. Abiba Adams. I want to tell you, audience, that I don't even know Mrs. Abiba knows this, but she is one of my inspirations. She is one of the people that motivates me in this digital business because I am like, if grandma can actually do this business, so what is my excuse? And what is your excuse watching me today? If a grandma, you over 60, right?
Definitely. I'm
if
66.
if she is over 60 and she's doing this digital business, so tell me, what is your excuse? What is your excuse? So today, grandma, Mrs. Aviva, don't let me address you as grandma because
No, you can. I
you're
love
looking so sweet. Okay, thank you for that. You're looking so sweet. You look like young 16. So I have
it.
just 3 questions because this is a 10-day go live challenge. Usually I engage my audience for like 10 to 15 minutes. I don't want to waste much of their time. I don't want to keep them here all day, all day long. So I have
Yeah.
just 3 questions for you today, and I want you to please explain, expatiate to my audience. The first question is going to be like, what were your pains and your struggles before starting the online business? We all know there was actually something you ventured into before getting into the online space. How was life before the online business? Can you please tell us about that?
That's a very, very good question. And I thank you for taking me back there.
Hmm.
Before the online business, I was just home doing nothing. It was during the Kurokoro era, and I was home. Just in my mind, I knew that I had to find something because what that era did was it kind of pulled down everybody,
Hmm.
and I knew that I wasn't ready for retirement at that time. It wasn't even in the picture. It was not in the plan, and I looked everywhere. I tried to get my hand on some other kind of business. I even tried selling life insurance, all
Hmm.
those kind of businesses. And it was just hectic.
Wow.
It was just hectic. And in the process of searching, I ran into this one that when I saw it, of course, skepticism. I was skeptic.
Right.
I bring my kids into it. I have grown up adults, and I tried to introduce, and they were like, "Mommy, you always put your neck in things that are way above you." But that's me. I like things that would challenge me, that will give me opportunity to learn. I like to always be ahead of the curve. That's my nature. So
Amazing.
I told them, and they were all like against it. And when you want to stop me from doing something, don't put me at a corner. Don't put me in a box, because that would just inspire me to go for it more. And of course, I took this to God because I put God first in everything that I do.
Absolutely.
I
Absolutely.
asked the Lord, and I felt like I got a go ahead. So I followed up with this young friend of mine from overseas, from another part of the world, that brought me into this. And that was it. It was at the right time that I was looking for something to do, and the Lord brought this to me.
Amazing, amazing. Thanks for sharing that wonderful life experience, Mrs. Abiba. Thank you so much. Thank you so much. So the question, it actually means that you're a risk taker, and that
Yeah.
is just who I am. I take a lot of risks. If you want to be successful in life, you have to take a risk. You
Mhm.
can't just sit down thinking, "Oh, I don't want to do this. I don't want to do this." You would definitely, you wouldn't know what it entails, and then you're going to achieve nothing. Nothing changes if you don't make a change, and that is
Exactly.
just the perspective of life. Thank you so much
And
for sharing that, Mrs. Abiba.
yes, yes, and AJ,
So
if I may add to that, I'm so sorry. If I may add to that, the whole essence of living is risk taking. We wake
exactly.
up every day, we go outside to get things done. It's all about risk. So you can't hide from it, because that is the life that we live on daily basis.
Thank you so much. Thank you so much, Mrs. Abiba. So the second question for today says, why did you decide to have an online business? Because there are lots of business you can actually venture into.
Okay.
There are 1001 business you can actually venture into. So why did you choose this online business? There must be something that fascinated you. There must be something that attracted you. There must be something you resonated well with. Can you please share the experience with us?
Sure, sure. First of all, I there were three things that I was looking for. I was looking for a business that was legal, a
Hmm.
business that would give me peace of mind, a business that would because when you have freedom of time, at that time I had freedom of time.
Hmm.
And if you had freedom of time and you are not putting it into use, either in developing yourself or reinvesting into other people's life, then it's useless. So this
Right.
opportunity gave me a freedom of time to do one more thing that I haven't mentioned, which is being a part of raising my grandchildren. My daughter don't really need my help because they're doing well
She's
all
grown.
by themselves. But see, when I had children here in the US long time ago. I've been through many
Hmm.
winters. And at that time, it was hard. It was really hard. It was in an era, like some 30, 40 years ago, where we struggle with multiple jobs. And now we you guys don't have to, because this opportunity is there for you to stay home with your children and earn from the comfort of your home. But then we didn't have that. So when I saw this opportunity, it opened me up. So I
Right.
really it soaked up the time, freedom, I put it to good use. I am very, very involved in raising my grandchildren. I
Right.
started traveling again. I'm actually enjoying life again in retirement.
Absolutely. That is wonderful. Thank you so much for sharing that with us today. Thank you so much. Like for myself, I've said this to my audience over and over again that I joined this online business because myself and my husband, my family as a whole, we were drifting apart. You can
Mhm.
imagine whereby I signed a contract to work for someone for 50 weeks out of 52 weeks out of 54. Do we have 52? We have 52 weeks in a year, and I
Yeah,
signed a contract to work with for someone to build up someone's legacy for 50 weeks, and I have just 2 weeks for myself. So that is ridiculous. Where
unacceptable.
there are thousands of other things I can do to build up my legacy and also be involved in my life kids, have lots of milestones to attend with them, sort of thing. So the reason why I started this online business was basically because of my family, to have to spend quality times with my family. Thank you so much. Thank you so much for sharing that with us. And this brings us to the last question for the day. And this question is a little bit hilarious, but I want you to tell us, what are the biggest results or the changes you have experienced in yourself, both physically, spiritually, that has happened to you since you started this online business? I can see your face is glowing. I can see you look happy. Even without saying it, you look so beautifully happy. So tell us, what are the results? What are the changes you've seen since you started this digital business?
Oh my God, my darling, I cannot. If you want me to begin to count, wait, but I will. First of all, the fact that I am doing this with you,
Hmm.
so many people in my age category
Cannot.
will not, even if you give it to them for free, they will be too scared to take it.
Absolutely.
I have been revamped.
Hmm.
I I I did not when I came into this business, I came as retired, but this business has refired me.
Oh
I
my
am
goodness.
fired up.
You are fired up, mama.
Yes. I mean,
Amazing.
why I'm in a business with people like you.
Hmm.
You are a very smart woman. I see what you put out there
Hmm.
in the timeline. I am doing business with the age group of my children, with the
Hmm.
friends of my children. So I am really, really grateful for it. It has
Hmm.
put me ahead of the curve. And I am trying to teach people 50 plus. You know, in our community, there's this 50 plus.
Yes, yes. I saw that amazing photo shoot of you guys, and I was
Yes,
like, oh my God. Oh my God.
yes.
Look at my mommies.
It is a challenge, and we're all doing well because we're in a community where we celebrate each other, we learn from each other, we prosper together. You come into our community and you become a child, you become a family. It is
Hmm.
so beautiful. As long as
Amazing.
you're plugged in, there is no way you will not make it. If you are sitting on the fence, my dear friends, my younger ones, if you are sitting on the fence, come on, come join us. Odun. Oh, it's so beautiful.
Hmm.
It is. I
It
mean, look
is.
at
It
me.
is. It
Look,
is
am I
beautiful.
not a challenge to you if you're still not? We have left the era of people that are still doing two, three jobs, because you can do this while you're doing your job as a part-time. You can do this as a side hustle. And you can do this as option two. Meanwhile, you will be taking care of your major responsibility. I always address parents that are taking care of children alone, because I went through that and I know what it is. And online business ownership has made it different,
Right.
because you can earn and still take care of
Right.
your responsibility fully.
Right. Thank you so much. Thank you so much, Mrs. Abiba. One takeaway that I learned from, she said she is retired but refired. I've never heard that word before, and I'm taking that as a takeaway for myself. Never get retired but refired. Amazing, Mama.
I am
Amazing.
fired up. Fired
Amazing.
up.
So, my beautiful audience, if you're watching us today, if you're watching us live, please put in the comment section 222. And if you're catching up with the replay, please put replay in the comment section and tell us where you're watching us from. We'd like to get to know more about our audience. And that brings us about the end of today's segment. And this is the 7 of Day 10 Go Live Challenge. So what I want you to do, guys, if you're skeptical, you want to join the business, you don't know how to get started, all you have to do is just to put in your name and your email in my website showing on the screen, and then more information is going to be sent to you on how to get started. Thank you so much, guys, for joining us today. Like I said, one more time, all you have to do is just to put in your name and your email in the website showing, and more information is going to be sent to you. Skepticism would not help you, ladies and gentlemen. You need to make a change. If you don't take that change, nothing will change. Thank you so much, Mr. Biba, for joining us today. It's a wonderful time spending this quality time with you in the studio here today. Till we meet again some other time. And thank you so much, guys, for joining.
Okay.
Bye.
Bye.